The Geographic Information Systems (GIS) Center of the Dubai Municipality, the official repository for maps, plans and geographic data for Dubai, has started a project to create extremely accurate digital maps for self-driving cars. Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. We're here with yet another interesting video just for you. This action supports the goals and objectives of the Smart Dubai government, which include making Dubai the best city to live in and advancing the vision of the Dubai Municipality to establish Dubai as a global leader in urban development. The initiative aims to create maps that reflect the innovative and artistic character of the emirate while adhering to the highest standards and international conventions. Businesses providing specialized solutions for driverless vehicles, which are anticipated to make up the majority of Dubai's transportation in the future, are planning to use these maps. The GIS Center for Dubai Municipality is still working in conjunction with other parties and relevant organizations to further integrated mapping ideas. With these efforts, the maps will be used as effectively as possible in accordance with the necessary standards and guidelines, providing map users with an excellent and one-of-a-kind driving experience. According to a picture posted by the municipality, a four-wheel drive with cameras will be used to prepare the digital maps. These maps will be produced, in the municipality's words, in conformity with the highest international standards and procedures. Self-driving cars require comprehensive maps in order to navigate city streets. The city of Dubai has created a clever self-driving transportation plan with the objective of making 25% of all trips autonomous by 2030. By the end of 2022, driverless taxis and e-hail services would undergo testing, according to previous RTA statements. In 2023, Cruise will introduce a small number of autonomous vehicles, with plans to increase that number to 4,000 by 2030. The UAE is one of the top nations in terms of readiness for autonomous cars, according to the international consultation firm KPMG. The project's goal is to create maps that reflect the innovative and artistic character of the emirate while adhering to the highest standards and accepted norms worldwide. Businesses providing specialized solutions for driverless vehicles, which are anticipated to make up the majority of Dubai's transportation in the future, are planning to use these maps. The GIS Center of Dubai Municipality keeps in touch with partners and other relevant organizations to advance integrated ideas for highly accurate maps. With these efforts, the maps will be used as effectively as possible in accordance with the necessary standards and guidelines, providing map users with an excellent and a one-of-a-kind driving experience. This digital map's objective is to be extremely exact enough for an AI computer in an automobile to follow even without a driver. The project, according to the Dubai Municipality, targets preparing and designing maps in accordance with the best standards and international practices, with the additional statement that these maps are set to be used by businesses offering specialized solutions for autonomous vehicles, which are perceived to constitute the majority of Dubai's transportation in the future. Dubai has made progress towards its objective of having driverless vehicles on the road. By the end of 2022, driverless taxis will be tested in Dubai, according to the Roads and Transport Authority (RTA) of Dubai. The cutting-edge vehicles are almost ready, but first, Dubai's streets must be digitally mapped before they can be introduced to the public. In order to gather the necessary information and high-resolution digital maps for the vehicle's AI or artificial intelligence computer, Dubai Municipality just launched a mapping project utilizing vehicles that resemble Google Maps. Remember that Dubai wants to test out its first driverless taxis on city streets in a year, and that Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the vice president and ruler of Dubai, wants 25% of all vehicle trips to be driverless by 2030. Self-driving taxis are a qualitative addition to the fleet of taxis provided by RTA, the smart mobility partner at World's Gov Summit 2022, and will start operating at the end of 2023 to make Dubai the world's first city smart and sustainable mobility, the RTA wrote in a short video they posted on social media. By KPMG Global Consultancy, the UAE is one of the top cities for its willingness to accept autonomous cars. The cars will have 80 sensors, cameras and LiDAR systems, that's light detection and ranging, or laser scanning technology, which will monitor the road conditions and act as controls to prevent collisions with any objects, including those that the human eye cannot perceive. Human mistake is to blame for more than 90% of the accidents, according to a statement made by His Excellency Matar Al-Tayer, Director General and Chairman of the Board of Executive Directors of RTA last year. In particular, senior individuals, locals, and people with a strong will can all be served by autonomous vehicles, which are eco-friendly electric automobiles. The issue will very certainly be exploited to create extremely exact maps for self-driving vehicles. This effort is being made to support Dubai's self-driving transportation system. It is likely that driverless cars will need unusually accurate maps to navigate the streets. The companies providing options for driverless cars will almost certainly use the maps. In the future, the majority of Dubai's transportation is predicted to use them. The Dubai Municipality posted an image that shows a 4WD mounted with cameras, according to Khalij Times. The digital maps will almost certainly be created using these cameras. The Dubai Municipality stated that the maps may be created in accordance with the most basic requirements and international standards. Dubai has proposed a practical self-driving transportation system that seeks to convert 25% of all the trips into driverless ones by the year 2030. The Dubai Road and Transport Authority (RTA) announced intentions to begin testing e-hail companies and driverless cars by the end of this year. In order to map the city in high resolution for the first time, the Road and Transport Authority of Dubai and HERE Technologies announced that they had signed a memorandum of understanding on a long-term technology relationship. Dubai needs HD maps to get closer to its 2030 objective of having 25% of public transportation operated autonomously. In order to ensure reliable, efficient, and safe autonomous transportation, both the parties want to use recently developed location technology. These initiatives are in line with Dubai's smart city vision and its roadmap for autonomous transportation, both of which have the ultimate goal of improving the quality of life for residents of Dubai. A number of pilot projects will be carried out by the RTA and HERE as part of the planned collaboration to enable public service vehicles operating in Dubai to use HD Live Map, HERE's map for autonomous vehicles. To give moving cars precise information about what's happening on the road, HD Live Map is a high-resolution, continuously updated map, using the HERE Open Location Platform (OLP) as a system to intelligently link vehicles with one another and the road infrastructure, such as traffic lights and sensors on the roadways and sidewalks, is another area of focus. OLP gives a variety of automakers, organizations, and sources the ability to send live, anonymized sensor data that is then collected, enhanced with high-precision location data, and sent back to the cars in the form of near real-time, geo-targeted, contextually relevant information about altering road conditions. RTA and HERE have the same goal of pursuing collaborative pilots utilizing the new technologies when the planning and proof of concept phases are complete in order to prepare for the deployment of self-driving vehicles at Expo 2020, which was held in Dubai. Upon signing this memorandum of understanding with HERE Technologies, ABDULLA Al-MADANI, CEO of RTA's Corporate Technology Support Services sector, expressed his pleasure at doing so and reaffirmed RTA's commitment to collaborating with globally renowned technology firms to provide the most up-to-date solutions to the general public in Dubai. According to Al-Madani, RTA has always been a forerunner in utilizing the most cutting-edge technologies through working with the best providers in the world, taking into consideration the contribution to make Dubai the world's smartest city and make its residents, tourists, and visitors happy and satisfied. Dubai acknowledges the value of emerging location technologies in making transportation more effective, safe, and sustainable for people, said Leon van der Paar, SVP, Internet of Things at HERE Technologies. The HERE Technologies team is eager and motivated to support Dubai in realizing its ambitious objectives for a driverless future because of our aim of enabling an autonomous world for everyone. In anticipation of the actual service launch in 2023, the Roads and Transport Authority announced the beginning of trials and preparations for the digital maps needed for cruise driverless vehicles by the end of this year. To operate cruise autonomous vehicles throughout the emirate, the RTA and the cruise company, a majority-owned subsidiary of General Motors, have inked a partnership agreement. In the emirate, the company would provide taxi and e-hail services. The first city outside of the US to use cruise autonomous vehicles would be Dubai. According to a news release from RTA, a small number of cruise driverless vehicles will be put into service in 2023, with plans to expand the number to 4,000 by 2030. The initiation of trials and the production of the digital maps required for the deployment of these vehicles by the end of this year were announced by Matar Mohammed Al Tayyar, Director General and Chairman of the Board of Executive Directors of the RTA. As instructed by Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Maktoum, Crown Prince of Dubai and Chairman of the Executive Council, the collaboration agreement was signed. Al-Tayyar met with a group from the cruise company led by Anthony Gregory, Vice President of the Market Development, Cruise, USA, to discuss the most recent advancements regarding the use of cruise autonomous vehicles for taxi and e-hail services. The creation of cruise origin automated vehicles was also discussed, along with the availability of vehicles, operations, and the most recent advancements in the use of autonomous vehicles in San Francisco State. This program strengthens Dubai's leadership position in autonomous transportation. It's a significant step in realizing the Dubai Smart Self-Driving Transport Strategy, which aims to convert 25% of Dubai's overall mobility trips to trips on various self-driving modes by 2030. He explained, "Cruise Autonomous is a car dedicated to shared driverless transit." Al-Tayyar continued, "The use of autonomous cars adds to the integration of transport systems by facilitating the mobility of public transportation users and assisting them in reaching their ultimate destinations. The arrangement is in line with RTA's last mile plan, which was authorized last year and addresses the first and the last segments of trips from and to the closest public transportation hubs." Al-Tayyar stated that it's divided into two sections, groups and individuals. Public transportation networks have changed in terms of quality with the proliferation of autonomous vehicles. It is linked to creative approaches to enabling mobility, reducing city congestion, and increasing levels of transportation safety, he said. How would these cars benefit those living in Dubai? More than 90% of accidents are a result of human mistake. In particular, senior individuals, locals, and people with a strong will can all be served by autonomous vehicles, which are eco-friendly electric automobiles. In order to determine the optimal places for launching the first of its kind service based on specific technical standards highlighted by the readiness of the infrastructure and the expected demand, the cruise delegation visited some areas in Dubai. The delegation signed the specific terms negotiated with the RTA as well as the service operational structure. A group from Cruise met with representatives from the Dubai Police General HQ, Dubai Electricity and Water Authority, and the Ministry of Industry and Advanced Technology in a large kick-off meeting to secure the service's operation in the coming year. The group reviewed the technical aspects of operating such vehicles, as well as the crucial enablers, which include requirements, standards, and the necessary infrastructure. We're eager to observe these autonomous vehicles in action. Thank you for watching.